Hello everyone, I hope you have a good day. So, we have all beliefs about love. So usually, we might, well, not usually, but some of you might believe that when it comes to love, love is too risky, you're afraid of being loved, your heart is closed off, you're not willing to receive love, you're not willing to be too open with your partner because you believe it's dangerous, it's too scary, it's too risky. Because what if you will open up, and what if you will love the other person, but the other person will actually hurt you, will use this love and your openness against you, or will you're too afraid to be too vulnerable in front of somebody else. You see, all those beliefs about love, about relationships, are based on your evidence from your past. And that was created in your attachment when you were a baby, when you were a child. You were creating a bond with your caregiver. And based on that bond, you have created attachment with your caregiver. And based on that, now as an adult, you actually created all those beliefs that are usually very unhelpful, but unhealthy as well when it comes to creating loving relationship with your partner as an adult. So all those beliefs are coming from your past. They have nothing to do with your future or who you are now. They're just your beliefs about your past, because maybe when you were a child, your needs, your emotional needs, I'm talking about physical needs now, this is very important, and we are talking here about emotional needs. As we as human beings, children, we all have different types of needs. And usually when I ask people, how was your childhood? I often hear, oh, great. It was good. It was amazing. I had a good time. And then when I ask, okay, so would you like to come back there and relive it? No. So was it really that good that you want to... what is then that you don't want to come back? So obviously something was not quite right if you don't feel that you would like to come back there. But that conversation is for another life. Yes, so all those beliefs about love, about relationships, about women, about men are coming from what you have experienced in your childhood. And based on that, based on the relationship you saw that your parents were creating, but also mainly how you were feeling with your caregiver, was she or he, were they available all the time for you? Were they listening? Did you feel safe? Did you feel like you could rely on them? And again, just to remind you, we're talking about emotional needs. We're not talking about physical needs. We're talking here about your emotions. So something that you feel as a child, you can't quite verbalize how you feel because you don't know it, but you feel it and you know how it felt. Okay? So that's the difference. We're talking about emotional needs. And if your caregiver wasn't quite available to you, was not looking after your needs, you then develop a belief that, okay, I might love someone, but they're not going to be available all the time. I might love someone, but they might hurt me. I might love someone, but I never know whether I can count on them or not. I never know what will be their reaction. I never know, is it going to be safe? So based on that, then you created very insecure attachment. And now, having this attachment, you projecting this out on other people in your adulthood, but also you holding those beliefs like it's now, it's real right now. This is so important. Why you have to be so honest with yourself. This is not, by the way, attachment and inner child work. It's probably one of the most difficult work you will ever do on yourself. It's very deep, it's very usually hurtful, and you will feel very vulnerable. But that is okay. It's okay. I just want to remind you, this is safe for you to hear this. This is safe for you to have this knowledge about yourself. Just because you're aware of it doesn't mean you have to change it. You can if you want to. Just to remind you of that. So, with that core beliefs, then you, as I said, then you project your beliefs onto other people. So you might feel like you met this beautiful girl and she's something that you always dreamed about, but then you're like, so your first instinct is like, oh my god, yes, she's amazing. But then your system gets, like your nervous system gets activated. It's like, oh my god, no way, she's probably too beautiful, she's going to use it, she will probably cheat on me, she will never be reliable, I can't count on her, I will never be able to trust her. And all of these thoughts are coming to you, and more of negative thoughts. And then you're convincing yourself why you should not come and talk to her, why you should not ask her for her number, or why you should not make somehow connection with this person. On the other hand, maybe you are in a relationship already, but you feel like you would drown. You are in a relationship, but you're not 100% in. There's some part of you that you don't allow the other person to see. You're not quite honest with the other person. Sometimes, I will give you just another example so you will know what I mean when we talk about insecure attachments. So let's say you're in a relationship and you and your partner are talking about your career. You know, maybe you would want to change your career, maybe you want to change job, maybe you would like to go back to college, you know. And your partner is, rather than maybe what you have expected, maybe you wanted the partner to tell you, oh my god, this is great, this is amazing, go for it. But instead, your partner is telling you, okay, but how will we then manage? How, what it would be like, for us financially? How will we, so your partner is just speaking openly about his or her maybe worries, like, okay, I hear you, but are we okay financially? Can we afford this? Can we, or why would you want to change the job? Like, if are you really not happy? And you feel so not understood and so not heard. You created this huge block automatically, and you don't hear the other person saying, just because she or he didn't say what you expected them to say. And when is that? You close off, you're not longer hearing the other person, you're in your head creating like, he's not supporting me, he's not listening to me, I knew I knew it was a bad idea. All of this is in your head. You're creating this, and then you're convincing yourself to believe in those thoughts. So when you do that, you closed off. Like, there's no way there's lack of connection. When you do it, automatically you are disconnecting from the other person, from the conversation, and then you're isolating yourself. That is not good place. this is when you need to step in and say, okay, number one, this is not what I expected. I know you have a good intentions here, but this is not what I wanted to hear. I need you to support me because this isn't easy decision for me. I need your support. And then now you might think, oh my God, I would never be able to say that because it's too open, it's too vulnerable, it's too honest. That exactly is the key to have happy and loving, caring relationship. You can't have loving relationship that is not based on trust, boundaries, openness, and honesty. You just can't, because you just given yourself half of you, and then the other person maybe, like, you expect the other person to read your mind. That will never happen. The other person will never be able to read your mind. She or he will never know what exactly you think or feel unless you tell them. You have to tell the other person, look, I didn't appreciate this. I took this way. Even though deep down I know this is not what you meant, but this is how I perceive it. And this is what I need from you right now. It's about how you communicate with each other. You might think now, okay, this is too much. I don't know if I can ever do it. I don't know if I be honest. I don't know if I can really tell the other person how I really feel. The thing is, if you are not honest in that relationship with the other person, you're not honest with yourself. So number one, you're not only creating this connection from your partner, but also you are creating this connection from yourself. You're losing yourself in it. And then you feel more lonely, and then you feel more disconnected, and then you feel like no one is ever going to understand me, and then you generalize it, which is not healthy. Honesty in relationship is everything. Honesty and be vulnerable is not a sign of weakness. It's actually the opposite. It's the sign of strength. Because to be open and honest with someone, it's an act of courage. You have to have some, courage in you to do it. But at the same time, I'm not saying this is not scary to open up to someone like this, to be so open and honest. But you can hold both of those emotions. You can hold being afraid, this makes me so uncomfortable, I don't want it, this is too much. You can. But on the other hand, at the same time, you can say, this relationship I value. This is what I want. I want to be loved. I want to be open. I want to commit to this relationship because what I give, I will receive. And you're teaching yourself to trust yourself more than any other person. If this person will use it against you as you would originally be afraid, that means this person maybe is not for you. Because you deserve to be loved, you deserve to be open and honest, and you should be able to do it in your relationship. If you feel like you can't, this is the time for you to reevaluate. Where are you in your relationship? Where is your relationship heading? Is it based on fear? Is it based on honesty? Is it based on love and openness, good communications? Or is it based on dishonesty, lack of commitment, fear? disrespect, maybe lack of good communications. Where are you in your relationship? Many of you prefer not to look into it. You already know the answer. Like, you don't really need to have days of thinking about this. You already know the answer. But then we tend to not look at it. We tend to avoid it. We tend to run away from it. Oh, sure, it'll be fine. It will work out. How it will work out if you're not willing to put the work in, if you're not willing to communicate this, how you feel? How is this relationship going to work if you're not willing to be honest and put boundaries? Okay, this is what I didn't appreciate. This is what I wanted. This is what I need from you. Can you do this? Because I'm struggling here. I will take responsibility on my part. I will do what I have to do, but please support me. To say those words, yes, you will feel vulnerable, but yet you are creating a nice support network around you that you know, no matter what, you will be able to verbalize it, to take it, to name it, and to speak about your needs. And this comes back to our childhood, because as children, there is no way we can communicate in this way. We are communicating, but in a completely different way. We communicate through our play. We communicate through images. We communicate through our emotions. We know how we feel, but we just can't say it. So we play it, we show it. You know, like so many children, you can see them in the shop and they're protesting. I want this toy, But they are communicating. They are communicating that they're not happy, they're upset. You haven't seen a 2-year-old child and be like, oh my God, I really want this toy, but I better be good. Yeah, I should not cry here because my mom will be upset. And then you don't, as a 2-year-old child doesn't think like that. It's like, I want this, give it to me. If I'm not gonna get it, I'm upset. I'm not saying adults are like this, but we complicate everything. Whether it doesn't have to be complicated at all. You can communicate with the other person in such a nice, healthy, understanding way, but also stay open to receive and what the other person is going to tell you. If you feel small in front of the other person, if you always feel disrespected, disregarded, as you never listened to, number one question that you need to ask yourself is, am I committing to this relationship 100%, or am I just receiving what I'm already putting in? Am I like this in the relationship? Am I dismissive? Am I too afraid to listen to my partner, what she or he has to say? Because I don't know if I'm able to hold this. I don't know if, because this might make me feel too uncomfortable. This is about you. This is your journey. If you want to be happy, if you want to have a loving relationship, you got to put some work on it. You got to put something in that relationship. You need to plant a seed as well. Not only expecting that someone else will put it. That's not going to work. A relationship is never one way. It always has to work together. It always has to come together. It's work collaboration between two people, two different lives, two different types of maybe values, maybe not completely different, but different, and allowing those two people to be different, have different lives, and yet come together and feel excited about each other and be able to support when you need it. But you can only receive it if you're willing to open your heart. And this might not be easy, but it's very much doable. You can do it. You can. Just allow yourself. And you might think, oh my God, how would I do it? How would I open my heart? What is she on about? It's like I can't close my chest and like, there it is, it's open. No. When someone is smiling at you, are you smiling back? When someone serves you in the shop, are you smiling and say, thank you so much. Thank you for your service. So what, she's at work. It doesn't matter. She smiled. What it would be like if you would give a smile first. If someone serves you a nice coffee, what it would be like, oh my God, I'm so excited. Thank you so much for making my day. How about you're coming home and you're giving your partner just a bunch of flowers that you picked somewhere on the way home just because it's Wednesday. It doesn't have to be a reason, it doesn't have to be a big, massive thing. Or like one flower, one rose. There you go, my darling. I was thinking about you coming home. There it is. Where was the last time? Like if you are in a long-term relationship and you know you're gonna slip into a routine and you just don't know anymore, you feel like it's more of gonna get used to it, you know it. How about if you would plan a date? You will go with a date with someone you just met. No. You go on a date because you maintain a relationship that is important to you, that you value the other person, you value the time with the other person. So for that, you don't need a new relationship to go on a date. You can't go on a date after 14 years together. And oh my God, enjoy it. Phones out. Have a conversation like you couldn't get enough, like it was the first date. What would that be like? And that's for women now, because we women tend to expect men to do that for us. We tend to expect, oh my God, the last time he took me somewhere. When was the last time you took him somewhere? Take charge. Stop acting like a princess. It's nice, but teach and show your partner what you want, what you expect. Communicate this. It's normal. Normalize good communication, open communication, and then you will see how this will up-level your relationship. Opening your heart means open to receive, but also to give. Don't be like, I open my heart, now I'm just waiting for him to do something and it will be nice. It's not going to work like this. No. You have to do the first step. And it might be scary, but it's doable. Only if you want and only if you can. It's your decision, it's your choice, no pressure, but it's your life. You the core of your life, you the center of your life, you decide how you want to experience relationships and yourself and your life in this lifetime. Okay, I think we come to the end. I still have a very dark screen. I don't know if you see me or not, but we'll see. We'll see after I finish this. We'll see when I will watch replay. Okay, so everyone, I hope this helped. I hope this got you thinking and rethink about how open you are, how honest you are, what you expect. Just try, do it for yourself. Just try it out. And then based on that, you'll be able to see, oh, this is very difficult, I feel uncomfortable, but maybe actually it worked. It worked. Maybe, try it out for yourself and then you will see. Okay? I wish you all loads of love, loads of love, loads of receiving and loads of giving. Reconsider where and what you want in relationships. For more information, you can go and visit my website. It's www.psychotherapykuchena.com, and I have loads of articles, like a free blog. There's books. There's many things, so you can check out and just wander about to see if you would like to find out a little bit more about really anything, about relationships, love, mental health, spirituality, anything really. I think at this stage it's so broad that I think everyone will find something for themselves. So I wish you all good day. And I will see you very soon. Loads of love, like always. Bye.